Good morning. Going on daily.
Good morning. Good morning, Kyle. Cheers
Yeah,
to you. It's been
good
about
morning. Yeah,
5 or 6 months since we had a show together, hey? It's been
yeah,
a
5 or 6.
while.
Yeah, for sure.
You've
For
grown a
sure.
beard. You didn't have
I,
that when we, yeah.
well, I mean, this is the regular. I let it grow out for 2 to 4 weeks, and then I shave it all off,
Oh,
and
okay.
and then and then again. So, because I mean, really, because it's simple, and that's really the biggest reason. I
I,
I love I
yeah,
love full like bald, but I'd have to shave it every day,
I can
basically.
imagine that would be kind of like,
And yeah, my skin doesn't like it and all of so I just let it out, let it grow out, a couple of weeks and then shave it once. And I realize all the women are probably angry with me, because they're like, "Oh yeah, must be nice. You do one thing every 2 to 4 weeks, but anyway, I'm spoiled. I recognize it's okay.
all
Um,
right.
Yeah. So
Good.
anyway, we are live, going on daily, season 3, episode 85. That's life, and it's gonna be a good one. I'm super
Thank you.
excited.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it too.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, absolutely. So yeah, jumping right in
Mm-hmm.
to the origins of chess.
Yeah, no, it's a really fun topic. And I've only played chess like maybe a dozen times,
Oh,
but the first time I won.
oh, very exciting.
Then I didn't win again because then my mind
Oh,
got too involved, right? The first time was kind of like the novices, whatever, let's try,
mhm.
let's try. It's like, oh my God, I
Yeah,
won. But
yeah.
then after that, no, I didn't win again. I don't recall winning again after that
Mm,
because there's
mm.
a lot of strategy, right? And
Oh,
so,
oh
but
yeah.
something that got me really curious about chess was my husband. He's a master chess player. So he's the one who
Oh,
started teaching me a little
oh.
bit. And, he shared a story with me recently, which fits perfectly with the board game today, about the origins of chess that he learned. And that it might have been created to show a king about the infinite possibilities of life
Oh,
and how even the pawn can become the queen, right? So,
oh,
so I'm going to go into that a little bit more later, but
oh,
quite a cool
yeah,
understanding and turn of things, right?
yeah.
And so whether that exact story is true or not, we don't know if that's completely a myth or it's real, but the story exists and it circulates around the world, right? So, but when you look at the history of chess, it reveals that story again and again. So the origins are believed to have originated in India about the 6th century, that long
Okay.
ago. Yep.
Wow. Yeah.
It was called chaturanga, meaning
Oh.
four divisions of the military.
Mm.
So you had the infantry, which were the pawns, the
Mm-hmm.
cavalry, which was the knights, the
Mm-hmm.
elephants that were the bishops, and the chariots that were the rooks.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Makes sense.
it was originally a game of war strategy,
Mm-hmm.
but
Yeah.
also it was a way of understanding how different forces interact with each other, how movement
Mm-hmm.
creates consequence, and
Mm-hmm.
how every choice matters. Like
Mm.
in one of the laws of chess that I love, it's called touch move. Once you touch a piece, you have to move the
Oh.
piece.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So you really have to
Yep.
deliberate.
Mm-hmm.
You really have to deliberate and see, okay, you have to do all your calculations in your mind, but the moment you touch the piece,
Mm-hmm.
you have to move it.
Game on.
Yeah,
Game
you
on.
commit, right?
Yeah.
So when I think of, I studied martial arts, Aikido and Tai Chi, and there's the
Mm.
thing called point of entry, right?
Mm-hmm.
So once you make that contact, you have to commit to the movement that you're about to start.
Mm-hmm.
And that point of entry matters.
Mm-hmm.
How you start something is how you finish it. So
Mm.
there's a lot of good analogies already in that with the chess
Yeah.
as well.
Yeah.
Right. So I love that touch move. That was a piece that I learned before playing chess. I learned about that in my 30s, and I thought that's cool. That already
Mm-hmm.
intrigued me to learn chess, right?
Mm.
And
Yeah.
then chess spread out throughout history from India to Persia, and that's where it became shatranj. Yeah,
Mm.
shatranj. And then it moved into the Islamic world and across from Europe. So it had its origins in
Mm-hmm.
India and the Middle East before it came to Europe.
Wow.
I didn't know that. until I looked
Yeah.
deeper, right?
Yeah.
And then by the Middle Ages, it became known as the game of kings. Kings studied it, nobles played it, but over time it became something more. It became a reflection of life itself.
Mm.
A lot of philosophies you can go into with chess.
Yeah.
So going into the story of the king, the legend layer, there are also stories that a wise man, and often the wise man was also the fool, right? So
Mhm.
the king hired fools, which are always more intelligent than the king,
Mhm. Mhm.
actually. And that's the flip, right? All right,
Mhm.
I went into that with the Fool's Week. So I did two segments that week going into the fool. And that was senior wise. Yeah, exactly.
Yes. Yes.
Right.
Yes.
And
We're
so
all wise.
and the king, like the kings of those eras always wanted something to challenge them and to make them laugh,
Yeah.
right? Or to
Yeah.
make them entertained. And
Yeah.
so it's said that a wise man or a fool created the game for the king to help him see
Mm.
something he could not see otherwise.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah.
in some versions, the king believed he had control over everything.
Mm.
And the game revealed something deeper, that
Mm.
the king is a part of the system,
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
dependent on every single piece, even dependent on the pawns.
Yeah. Oh,
Every
yeah.
every movement and every unseen consequence,
Mm-hmm.
right? So chess is one of the most complex games ever created because there's more possible moves. Get this is a fact. There are more possible moves in chess than there are atoms in the known universe.
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's
that
pretty
kind of like,
wild.
right?
Huh.
So
Yeah.
the world of infinite possibilities, infinite moves that
Mm-hmm.
can be made,
Mm-hmm.
so that no two games are ever the same. In the same way,
Mm-hmm.
no two moments are ever the same.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So even if you play the same opening and the same strategy, there's life is playing with you too. Somebody's playing with you, right? And life, like chess, will respond differently each time.
I don't know if I know anyone named Adam either.
What's that about, Adam? Oh, Adam, the Adams.
Uh,
Yeah, so that's fascinating, right? And
yeah.
so
Yeah,
I often
absolutely.
see, like there's also the metaphor of the long game or the short game, right?
Uh-huh. Yeah. Yeah.
So the long game means I have I have an outcome I want, so therefore I need to be even more deliberate in my strategy.
Mm-hmm.
I need to
Mm-hmm.
be more
Yeah.
attentive and more present and more aware to what's happening on the board,
Mm-hmm.
which is why some chess games can go for years between
Yeah.
two people.
Yeah.
It's incredible. It's like there's no other game like it that does that.
Yeah.
Right? Can you imagine playing a chess game for 3 years with somebody? And sometimes the game is both people or the person is they're ready to move is just moving, like sitting there for like 3 hours, and then finally they might make a move. Or they
Mm.
might say, okay, let's do the next round, right? So
Mm.
just
Yeah.
the contemplation, the mental activity that it requires to play chess.
Mm.
Right. So I thought that was cool. And I don't know, are you familiar with the TV show The Queen's Gambit?
I don't think so.
It
No,
was
I'm pretty out of the loop.
oh, okay. Well, it's a great TV series that was airing, I guess, maybe 3 years ago that
Okay.
reactivated
Okay.
a resurgence of people being interested in chess.
Oh.
But before I go deeper into that,
Huh.
just keep in mind, because I loved that TV show. It was
Okay.
amazing. If you want
Okay.
to look for a good binge TV show, The
Okay.
Queen's Gambit. Yeah,
Huh.
amazing.
Huh.
So the ancient and the legendary, the famous legend of the inventor of chess, the wise man or the fool, right?
Mm-hmm.
Asked the king for a reward. 1 grain of rice on the first square,
Mm.
doubling on each square of the board. By the final square, the amount was astronomical,
Mm-hmm.
more rice than existed in the kingdom.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And the reflection of that, and the reminder is of exponential growth and how
Yeah.
small beginnings hold unimaginable outcomes.
Yeah.
Right? So it's like that saying, if you have a dream, start it today.
Yeah, for sure.
Right?
For
And
sure.
then we build momentum step by step by step,
Mm-hmm.
thought by thought by thought by thought.
Mm-hmm.
Right? And
Yeah.
understanding it's the accumulation that creates the movement and the momentum, not just the single move.
Mm.
Because too often in our, let's get it fast mindset, the fast game, right? We think it should happen right away.
Yep. Put it
Whatever
in the
is.
microwave. Let's
Right.
microwave it. Oh
Yeah.
man.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
so the game of chess is a perfect metaphor that no,
Mhm.
that's not how it works.
Mhm.
It's a
Yeah.
cumulative. Growth is a cumulative.
Yeah.
Success is a cumulative.
Mhm.
Right. And so I love that. That's why I chose chess for today. And then what was that? I played a game that I only would
And
have
20.
had 24 grains of rice. That's fun. So, and then if we look at chess as mind and mastery, right? Chess has
Mhm.
more, again, possible variations than atoms in the observable universe.
Mhm.
That's huge.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And a place that we often humans get stuck is we have a problem and we think that's the only possibility.
Mhm. Oh,
And
yes.
we get focused. We think that problem is permanent and it's the only
Mhm.
possibility. And that's when our suffering and our misery
Mhm.
begins
Yeah.
because we've let go of the vaster view of possibilities.
Mhm.
That, okay, this is just one move on the chessboard.
Mhm.
And
Yeah.
maybe in this move, I have to sacrifice a pawn in order to get to the next where I see, okay, then I can do this, or maybe this opens up. So sometimes we
Yeah.
have to sacrifice a belief, have to,
Mhm.
leave a relationship, leave a job,
Yeah.
different things in order to be able to make the bigger move that gets us closer to
Mhm.
where we want to be. So
Mhm.
chess is a perfect metaphor for
Yeah.
that. Right. And you know me, every time I have a segment, I'm bringing it into that reality of
Mhm.
how do we use it to know
Yeah.
ourselves and change and grow. Right.
Yep.
And then historical, another fun fact is Napoleon Bonaparte and Benjamin Franklin were both avid players.
Mm.
They loved
Mhm.
chess.
Yep. Yep.
And in the Middle Ages, chess pieces were redesigned to reflect real societal roles. So that's when that
Yeah.
happened. That's when it changed from the elephant, right, and the pawns and that. Now they became king, queen, bishop, and knight. But that's not
I
what they were originally.
Yeah, Ron said life is a massive chess game that you are playing against a master. And I think I beg to differ with that because
You're
I
playing
think
with a
I
master.
think yeah, well, and I think that what we realize, or hopefully can work through and realize, is that we are actually the master, and
Mhm.
and that we are just playing the game, and
Mm.
and I think for most of our life it takes, and it takes all of whatever we go through for us to realize that we are the master,
Well,
actually.
if we choose to, and that's why we
Yeah,
need to play it. And the thing is in
yeah,
life, we need to play a master in order to become a master.
yeah.
If we play somebody that's not skilled, we're never going to grow.
Mm-hmm.
Last
Mm-hmm.
night, my husband and I watched a sci-fi movie. I can't remember what it was with Charlie Sheen, and he had a plaque. He said,
Mm.
"Man's reach must be beyond his grasp. Otherwise, what is heaven for?"
Oh, yeah,
Right? And so
yeah,
chess is like that.
yeah,
So we're playing with the master, not against, because that's the
yeah,
thing. Too many people think we're
yeah,
playing against life. No, we're playing with life.
yeah.
And life is responsive.
Yep.
Life is reciprocal. Life
Mm.
responds to our every move, to our every thought. Whatever we're planting, whatever we're projecting, we receive the ripple back.
Mm-hmm.
And that's where the mastery comes in. So what ripple do I want to receive back?
Yeah, yeah.
Right? So that I can play my best game in this beautiful life that I have.
Mm-hmm.
So I can overcome the challenges, make the sacrifices where I need to, learn the strategies,
Yeah.
right? Learn the universal laws that are at my favor if I work with them rather than resist them. Right?
Ron. Charlie Sheen's good movie list only contains Major League.
Well, yeah. Yeah, I thought it was a good movie. The story was fun. But
Yeah,
anyways,
yeah.
life is for living and for exploring, for failing without failing. Because when you play chess, you're going to fail lots of times.
Oh,
But each time you learn,
yeah,
and you get better,
yeah.
And so the Queen's Gambit was such a
Mm,
popular show. It just like it soared.
mm,
Everybody loved it so much. And it follows a young chess prodigy, Beth Harmon. And back then, women did not play chess
mm-hmm,
when it was just a man's game
mm-hmm.
in the
Yeah.
era where the series was taking place.
Mm-hmm,
And so she had this, it was almost like an autism, I'd say, that intelligent Asperger's autism,
mm,
where she was just so precise and such an amazing player. She was able to get herself in the big game with the guys.
Oh.
Right. So
Yeah.
there's a beautiful empowerment in that show too, right?
Yeah.
And then it explores not only chess, but it goes into obsession because she became very obsessed. And then the obsession changed how she played. And then explored the genius, her genius, and also the trauma that was in her that later on in the show revealed itself that she had to meet in order to gain self-mastery, and through that personal self-mastery to gain more mastery in the game of chess.
Yeah.
Right. So it sparked a global resurgence in chess popularity, not just North America, global.
Wow.
And chess sales increased dramatically worldwide. And online chess platforms saw millions of new players. And why? Because it wasn't just about chess. It was about the inner game. It was about life.
Yeah.
What did Ron say? I didn't see anything here.
Oh, no, I think that was it.
Okay, I thought you were looked like you were maybe made a comment again, right?
Nope.
So it's the inner game, and we need these examples.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely.
Learn to play our inner game in order to play the bigger game of life, right? So her journey wasn't just about mastering the board, it was about mastering herself. And that's why I loved it. It was also showed about navigating addiction, facing your inner demons, learning emotional regulation, and finding clarity under pressure. Those are all the examples that are given in that show. It's a very beautiful show.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's super awesome.
Yeah.
Super awesome.
A little bit on chess there.
Yeah. Yeah, I love it. Yeah, I definitely, I'd like to play, and a lot of these, I think you can play so many of these games online now, which whether or not you have somebody to play against or not, and just play against the computers, which is super cool. Because which is maybe not the point exactly. I think us playing games with other people is so amazing.
For sure.
But yeah, if you don't have anybody else,
you're playing a master again, right? So it's making you hone your skills, right? And it's not just about how to win. If we approach it just to win, we're not going to have fun. But if we approach it as, teaching us how to think, how to adapt, how to recognize patterns, how to stay present in a game that's always unfolding like life, then that becomes a rich and fun game. Yeah. Yeah.
Super awesome. Super awesome.
Awesome.
Yeah, very, very exciting. And also what is awesome is you watching us live right now. You're watching us live, Kick, YouTube, and Rumble, at Rhode Island Broadcasting, Twitch at RI_broadcasting, and Twitter or X. I mean, they're fantastic rebrand at Broadcasting RI. And then also you can listen to us after the fact, audio versions on Spotify, Red Circle, TuneIn, iHeartRadio, Amazon Music at RI Broadcasting. And so get us on the go. And then definitely make sure to follow us on all of the different social medias. We're everywhere. We're all the places, and we would love to hear from you on all the different platforms: MeWe, TikTok, LinkedIn, Gab, Space Hay, Blue Sky, Parlor, yes, and over on Patreon as well. And one of the most important things that you could do right now, for sure, is to go follow us on the Going On Daily Morning Show on Facebook, so that we can get enough followers again, so that we can go live on Facebook.
Where did our 10,000 peeps go? Come back.
Yeah. You might be watching me on my, watching us on my Facebook, because I am live on my Facebook. And if you are, then please go over to Going On Daily Morning Show on Facebook and go follow the page over there, so that we can have enough so that we can go live with the show as well. And then you can go to RhodeIslandBroadcasting.net and support the show. You can make donations over there, and then also vote for the Hall of Fame. this is a good one. I'm excited about this. So you can use the QR code and vote right now, or you can go to RhodeIslandBroadcasting.net and vote over there. But we're voting for Led Zeppelin, Queen, Rolling Stones, Fleetwood Mac, and Pink Floyd. So ooh, that's a
it's a hard one.
It's a hard one.
They are all legends.
Yeah.
I was going to say Queen's probably leading. Yeah, I would have thought that.
Yeah, Queen at 80% right now. So go get your vote in and let us know. I'm undecided on this. This is a hard one for me. I don't know. Yeah.
I'm tossed between Queen and Fleetwood Mac, even though I love Led Zeppelin too. But Queen and Fleetwood Mac are strong ones for me. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm kind of leaning either Led Zeppelin or Queen. I think.
Yeah, I see that.
I don't know. Yeah, it's a hard one, but anyway, and so then the other thing that we have going on, huge important thing for us to bring up is we are working on donations for the Uganda Fund. RhodeIslandBroadcasting.net/Uganda-donations, and this is to put a roof. We want to put a roof on the school, and then also be able to help out with all of these kids that really need and want education. And
I think it's I think it's like $500 to send them to school for a year. That's it.
Yeah.
Right? So to help kids go to school too. Yeah.
Yep. So yeah, get over. I mean, whatever you can give, if you can give anything at all, every little bit helps, and help us build this fund so that we can help out with something that really matters, actually. So yeah, and moving right along. So Cashflow.
That's what you're going to share about Cashflow. That's a theme that everybody likes, right?
And he's got
to get more Cashflow.
Yeah, got the graphic and everything. So Cashflow, it actually it first appeared in 1996. It was released by Robert Kiyosaki. So Rich Dad Poor Dad, if anybody has read that book. This is his game that that came out, and oh my gosh, if you played Monopoly and you like Monopoly, this is, I mean, Cashflow is like Monopoly on all of the steroids that there ever could be.
Right. Wow.
It is an unbelievably amazing and difficult game. And so it originated as an educational tool, of course, to teach financial literacy, and so the goal of the game is to get out of the rat race, and so how you get out of the rat race is to build enough assets that generate passive income that exceed your monthly expenses.
I'm going to get that game. Play with our son. That sounds
and you could play online too, for free. So and there's Cashflow for kids. So that one's a little it's a little lighter version of that, but super awesome game. I've played a bunch of different times, and this is, you talk about Monopoly lasting sometimes for hours. Well, you could probably play days, literally.
Wow.
On Cashflow. I know the one, I went to this seminar and teaching about financial independence and passive income and all of those things, and we literally played for hours.
Oh, fun!
It was like
all game like that.
Yeah, like almost all day that we played that game on one day that we were there, and then learned so many things about it. But yeah, it's an amazing game, super fun, and less known. I think. But
I
yeah,
never heard of it. I never
yeah,
heard of it before. So thank you for that. I like it
yeah.
that it's a kid's version. I'm going to give it to my 16-year-old son because he loves money. He wants money.
Oh,
He
well,
loves
and
games.
he's old enough. I mean, he could definitely do the regular version.
Oh, you can do the regular version already. Okay.
Yeah. I don't know what age the breakdown, but I'd look at the kids version, probably do do like young teens or even
Right.
even younger than that. Um,
Yeah.
but yeah, get everybody started on early on financial education. It is
Awesome.
one of the most important things, and one of the things that's
Totally.
not really taught, of
No.
course.
So most of us are always just winging it, right? And learning through
Yeah,
the mistakes versus having a guide. I know I didn't have any financial guidance. I was just
yeah,
sort of making it through life and winging it and
yep,
making
yep,
mistakes here, learning, okay, let's do this. And then, so that sounds like
yeah,
a great game. I'm looking
yeah.
forward to looking to play that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, and you can play, anybody can go online and go play Cashflow. You can search it up. It's easy,
Cool.
set up an account and go play.
Cool.
I think it's one of those that you can play the computer basically. And
Cool. I'm gonna play today
yeah,
when we stop the show. I'm gonna look it up right away. Yeah.
yeah,
That's
yeah,
awesome.
it is super fun, and it
Awesome.
will humble you in ways, and I think one of the things that it teaches also, which I think everybody, they're looking for the rules of the game,
Mhm.
when they start, and then realizing that in some ways you can kind of make up all the rules. So
Ooh.
you can borrow or collaborate or go into business, or a million different ways, which is really so much like life.
Yes, totally.
There's so many different ways that you can make things happen, and
Yes.
and it just really, it helps you see the possibilities.
Hey,
Good morning, Danny.
good
Oh,
morning.
yeah, good morning. Last night, Dodgers won from last night. This morning I was asleep and just woke up. Yeah. Well, we're glad you woke up and joined us. Thanks, Danny.
Yeah.
So yeah. So anyway, go try out Cashflow. It's amazing, super fun, and it will really teach you some really valuable education.
Well,
Um,
I like it how you're sharing how it ultimately shows you can make your own rules, and that's very much
yeah.
like entrepreneurship too,
Yeah. Yeah.
right? And and
Yeah.
and and it just brought to mind something to do with it, but also not. But because we're on that topic,
Hmm.
do you know what the 3 stages of being an entrepreneur are?
Hmm. Hmm. I mean, probably, but I don't know. Let's hear it.
Lots of effort, no return.
Hmm. Hmm.
That's stage one. Stage two, lots of effort, still not much return, but confidence is stronger.
Mm. Hmm.
And then the third stage is little effort, lots of return.
Hmm. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's I've looked so much because I ride mountain unicycle, and my brother was asking me because he's starting to ride more and more, and I said, you're going to will your effort
Hmm.
of just struggle while
Yes.
you build your muscles and everything else as you're kind of moving forward,
Yeah.
and you'll gain skills along the way,
Yeah.
and by the time you really start riding well,
Hmm.
you'll use hardly any of the muscle that you
Hmm.
developed
Yeah,
along the way,
that's
because
exactly it.
yeah, and I'm like, oh, if I could have translated years ago,
Uh,
learning how to ride unicycle and translate that into business, then I would be speaking to you from, I don't know where, but I'm sure a big, nice, ridiculous house and all of the things.
but then that's yet to come because you know
It
it now,
is.
right?
Yeah.
But it's
Yeah.
beautiful because it's showing like all of life is cycles and patterns.
Hmm.
I'm going
Yeah.
to get into that in my next topic,
Yeah.
but it just sort of ties in
Yeah.
beautifully. How what's true always repeats.
Hmm. Yeah.
True
Yeah.
always repeats, right? And so that's like that unicycle example. Perfect. That is so awesome. Just like learning chess or learning anything or studying or, being in school or even going to work, right? Learning a new job. It's like it's transferable knowledge and skills and patterns, right? Yeah. Very cool. Thanks for sharing that. That was fun.
Absolutely. Absolutely. So the game of life. I mean, it's like leading right in.
Totally. I know. It's so cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. And so I thought of this because it fit with the chess and just to go a little bit deeper, right? Like with the entrepreneurship, right? So like with the chess, the short game or the long game, right? The long game is that path that I shared with the entrepreneurship. Lots and lots of effort, lots of mistakes, lots of failure, no return, right? Lots and lots of effort, lots and lots of mistakes, but we learned something. So we're getting more confident, right? And then the ease comes in. And I think that applies everywhere, even in relationship, right? In every category of life, And so I would not like a short of life. No, definitely not.
Yeah.
So I thought to talk about something I think many of us have experienced. And it's those moments where, we feel like we've grown, we've healed something, we've moved forward. And then suddenly we find ourselves back in that familiar place, the same trigger, the same reaction, the same kind of situation. And it can feel like, what the heck? Like, why am I here again? Right? I think that's a common thing, but that's normal for when we're really engaged with life. That's going to happen, right? But what if it's not a failure? Because we tend to look at it through the lens of being a failure. But what if it's not failure? What if it's just the game? Right? And and so like life in many ways is just like a game, and it not as a dismissive way, but as a way to create a different lens to encounter life and encounter ourselves, right? Because it's like a game because it has levels, has layers, learning, repetition, and mastery. Those are all key components to living. Do you want to play a game?
Yeah. Oof. So good. One of the absolute best movies.
I haven't seen that one. It's a good one. Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. So I've got homework to do here today.
Now I'm drawing a blank. Of course, Saw.
Oh, from Saw. Okay, that's where I don't think I'll watch that.
No, that is not the one that I was thinking
I'll watch that.
I'll think of War Games. Yes, thank you, Ron. Yes, War Games. That is an unbelievably good movie.
Okay, cool.
And not a horror movie.
Okay, cool.
Yeah,
cool. That sounds good. Better. So like many. Oh, go on. You're gonna say
I just saw Matthew Broderick. Yeah.
Oh, cool. Good.
Yeah. War Games that is such a good movie.
Oh, maybe I'll watch that with my husband tonight. We'll look it up.
You definitely.
I bet he's probably seen it though. Most likely. He'll
probably.
watch it again with me. Yeah.
Yeah.
So like many years ago when I was going through my own process of, getting up, falling, I used to be like, what the heck? 5 minutes ago, I had clarity. Like, just like I was saying before, like, where did that go? Or 5 minutes ago, I felt united with the universe. And now I just want to rip it apart. What happened? Right. And so then the idea of a video game came to me. Right. And I'm thinking, you don't just pass one level and then you become a master. And like Donkey Kong was the video game I played as a kid. That was my favorite game, right?
Yeah.
But you have to spend time there. You have to, how many hours do you play Donkey Kong level 1 before you go to level 2? Right? And in that level 1, you learn the patterns and you make mistakes and you figure things out. But then when you get to level 2, you bring what you learned, but then you have to build on it because there's going to be new challenges. And so that's sort of how life works.
Yeah.
Right? Layer for layer, level for level, right? We grow and we evolve and we revisit patterns until we master them. And so one of the thoughts I also had is, like a diamond has many faces, right? Facets, right? And so I might have cleaned like 3 or 4 on this side. And then because I've cleaned those 3 or 4, I'm like, oh my God, there's more.
Yeah.
There's more places that one incident influenced me. You can't jump anymore.
Well, you probably can, Ron. I mean, it just, it might hurt more than it used to.
Definitely. So we, this is where something really important comes in, that we tend to get caught thinking we're a singular being.
Yeah.
But we're multi-layered and multifaceted.
Yeah.
So the same trauma can cause us to revisit it 100 times through a different vantage point, through a different situation, to access a different part of us. Because ultimately, anything that happens to us is affecting us on 3 levels: body, mind, and emotions.
Yep.
And then from there, it branches into infinite possibilities of how it influenced and affected us. So that's why we need to have that multifaceted, the larger lens, in order to see, like in a video game. Hugo, that barrel's going to get you. Hi, Hugo. Welcome.
Yeah. Good morning. Yeah.
So each of those has different levels and layers, its own memory and its own patterns. And so when we experience something, like trauma, it doesn't just affect one part of us, it affects many layers all at once.
Yeah.
And so when you understand the game of life through that lens of a video game, then we don't have to beat ourselves up when we fall. And instead of saying, man, I should have known this, I should be better, I should be further, then, which we do, we flagellate, we beat ourselves up, right? And then instead we can have a more loving and kind and compassionate view and say, wow, there's another piece.
Yeah. Well, and it's so incredibly hard for us to learn the lessons while we're in the midst of beating ourselves up. I mean, that is.
It locks the lesson.
Yeah.
It totally locks the lesson if we're beating ourselves up. And then comes the chess mastery long game. If I'm wanting to win the game and touch move, I need to be certain that the belief or the thought that I'm putting my focus on is going to help me in my long game.
Yeah.
Because once I touch it, life's already moving. So like the breath work, right? Coming into the present moment so we can actually discern rather than make a choice out of reaction.
Yeah.
To come into presence. And so chess is also a beautiful practice for learning that and developing that inner mastery. Right?
Well, and I think, and I think realizing, which is so much of the game, realizing that life happens for us.
Yes.
Rather than to us. And because then we know that every challenge, every difficulty, I mean, just like in the video games, every challenge, every difficulty comes up so that you can learn how to, get through, overcome, release that, build more skills. It's everything in life happens for us.
Yes.
To become better and to become who it is that, that we could be, or that hopefully we want to be.
Yeah. And even I'll add to that, so that we can know ourselves and we can know life.
Yeah.
That's really,
Yep.
It is the most challenging, most painful experiences of my life that taught me the most about me.
Yeah.
It's the biggest triggers that have taught me the most about me.
Yeah.
Right? So if we look at life as a journey of getting to know myself and getting to know life deeper, then the game changes.
Yeah.
Because then again, we're playing with life, not against it. Right? And then when we begin to see life in that way, everything changes.
Yeah.
And instead of saying, why is this happening to me? We can ask, what is here now and that I couldn't see before? Or instead of saying, why is this happening to me? Saying, what is this trying to show me?
Yeah.
Or teach me or grow in me? Right? Because growth is painful. Shooting a new shoot in nature out of the stem, there is a process of discomfort, pain, and friction and push, right? And that's what our challenges are there for, to create that push so that we grow and we learn, like you're saying. Yeah.
No cheat codes in life. Need to keep practicing. And I beg to differ. I think that there is a cheat code, actually.
Love is the cheat code.
Yeah, love is the cheat code for sure. But I think that also so much of it is the kindness and compassion. Because if every time something happens in our life, we fight and and we freak out and lose our mind and think that the whole world is, it makes it very hard for us to learn the lessons.
Yeah.
And
And
yeah.
there is a cheat code.
Yeah.
There are universal laws that are in place.
Yeah.
The law of, gravity, it's immutable. The law of attraction, law of resonance, law of harmonics, law of correspondence.
Yep.
And our suffering, I've learned for me, our suffering comes when we resist those laws and we think that we're beyond them.
Yeah. Yeah. It's always the resistance. The resistance, like that's what causes us all of the disharmony and chaos and problems in our lives. It's resistance.
And meanwhile, these universal laws, they're immutable. And if we take the time to learn about them and see how they can apply in our life, then we can leverage them to move and create in life more constructively.
Yeah.
So, and that's the example, like the games like you shared, the Cashflow and chess and Donkey Kong, they actually give a framework for that mastery, which is, I find that really cool.
Yeah, I'm kind of curious because I didn't really play many of them, but I think that it seems like there were however many games that have come out, mostly, like phone games, just little simple apps. And it seemed like there's not really as much and maybe there are, and I just don't know because I haven't played them, but less so layers and levels and more almost like you do the same monotonous thing.
Oh yeah, those games are not the same. Yeah, those are more brain numbing games. They don't really do.
Yeah, which I don't understand. I can't comprehend why you would want the same thing over and over again.
I understand it. It's the dopamine, and because something different feels dangerous and threatening, so people are already overwhelmed in their senses, and then okay, this is my rest place. I'll just keep pressing this button. I'll get my dopamine shot, and have my quick joy. I got those squares moved, and that. And I think there's a real depth behind why that has become so popular, because we don't have the resources anymore taught anywhere in life on how to navigate life. And so then what do we want to do? We want to escape it.
Yeah. We're taught how to efficiently do the same thing over and over again until we run out of air. And that, no, thank you. No, thank you. Yeah. So anyway.
Yeah. So it's the game of life, everybody.
Super exciting. Super exciting. So we have a super surprise. Hey, there he is. There he is. Oh, I love it.
You guys aren't gonna know one thing that I'm gonna have in my top 5 today.
I might beg to differ. I may know. I mean, I probably don't, but I could. I might.
I'm going to enlighten people, though. I mean, because people just know board games for like Danny said, Monopoly, the game of life, chess. Everybody knows those games. But there is a whole world that is out there that people just don't even know exists.
Oh,
your power.
So, Chakra, thank you for being here. You came just in time. My buddy Chakra, you got to go check out his. He plays video games on Twitch.
Okay.
It's fun, like racing, all kinds of games. So,
racing games.
Yes.
Oh.
Yes. Ooh, he does all kinds. I mean, I've seen him play like World of Tanks.
Okay.
Like I've seen him play everything. Everything. Wow. So it's quite entertaining. But yeah, so in every state, there are events for board games.
Oh.
So you can actually just look up in the city you're in and look for a board game group, and you go. And it is the games. There are less rules in most of these games than Monopoly. There are so many great games. And I remember the first time, I had a business that people went and played video games and stuff. And then this this couple came in one day and they're like, would it be okay if we run a board game group out of here? And I was like, yeah, no problem. It's like, what day, blah, 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 the whole thing. And then they showed up. Now, I was thinking exactly like Monopoly, chess, some of the sorry, and I'm like, people go to do these things? Nothing like that. They literally say, no, we don't play those games.
Cool. I'm excited to hear about this.
Awesome.
So they play all of these different kinds of games. It's like how there's like normal beer like Budweiser, Miller, and Coors. Then there's the craft beers that they specialize in different kinds of flavors and certain hops and stuff like this. And it was like that. It was the craft board gaming.
Wow, cool.
And the very first game I played was Ticket to Ride.
Okay.
Ticket to Ride. And you can only do 3 things on your turn. You can either play trains from one city to another. You can pick up train cards because there's all different colors of trains. Or you can pick up new routes that you have to complete.
Okay.
3 simple things, and it's a very simple concept, and it is so fun. And that was the first game I was hooked instantly.
Wow, Ticket to Ride. That song too, right? There's that song. Ticket to Ride.
I followed just now. Well, that's great. See, Chakra, I got you, somebody. Got you, Hugo.
Yeah.
So, that makes it better. I was like, why am I so far away? I still have Chakra's thing up there. All right, so what I've done today is I've picked out my top 5 nature board games. So, it's all like animals and stuff like that. So
love it.
So
wow.
That's what I picked out, and I'll give you a little blurb. I'm not going to go through a whole list of games that aren't on the list today.
Okay.
Not doing that because nobody knows these games, so I figured I'd give my list. So, honorable mention, I have Cosmic Cows.
That's fun.
It's a very simple game. It's 2 people on each side of the board, and you have to get the cows that are in the middle near you. And you do that by rolling the dice. It's a lot like Yahtzee. So if you roll a pair, you get to move that number 2 towards you. So you're just trying to get the cows in the middle to you, and then the other person is trying to get the cows in the middle to them. And, so if you move your cows in the 5s 2 spots, and then the other person rolls 3 5s, it goes 3 the other way.
Wow.
So you just got to get 3 cows to your side. That's it.
That reminds me of a game from Nepal called Bagachal. And you have 4 wolves and 11 sheep, or 4 tigers and 11 sheep. It's on a round. And you have to, you can actually jump over and get rid of you have to block the wolves. That's what you have to do in the tigers. Yeah. You have to block the wolves. You have to block them so that the tigers jump over and
can't get them. Yeah.
Right. So that was a fun game. It's on a copper round thing, beautiful carvings in it. Anyways, just reminded me of that Bagachal. I used to play that all the time. Yeah.
Yes, Hugo, they do move. So it's a very simple game. You can play it with like a 5-year-old. It doesn't, you can play with anybody. Grandma Betty, anybody.
That's awesome.
Honorable mention, Survive. This is a great one because you have all your little meeples, which is all your little people that you got to get. Doggy! You got to get your people off a sinking island to a port somewhere. And you have to only 3 people can go on a lifeboat at a time. So you got to get your people to the ports. There's 4 ports in the corners of the board. But there are serpents, sharks, other creatures that are impeding you while this island is sinking. And it's pretty funny because, you know, your people die most of the time.
Mm-hmm.
So, and the ones who get the most people with the points, because on the bottom they have point values, and through all the chaos, you lose track of which people you have that are worth more points. So it's a pretty fun game. Takenoko, honorable mention.
Cool.
It's basically a panda eats bamboo, and you have a gardener that grows the bamboo.
Huh.
So you have cards that are your goals. So you might need like some green, yellow, and pink bamboo. So you got to have the panda eat those things. So that way you can collect them. And it's just another game. It's got a cute little panda. Great for all ages. It's a very fun game.
Huh.
Abduction. That is a game of aliens taking ducks.
Aliens taking ducks.
It's quite funny. It's quite funny.
Oh.
So, you know the phrase, you got to get all your ducks in a row?
Oh, man.
You have a little board, and it has a track that goes from one side and then swoops around down to the bottom. And you have to have a certain way of positioning the ducks. And to do that, you might have an alien come down and take one, and then they all slide down, and it fits perfectly. And you got to make those patterns in the ducks. So there's all different colored ducks, and you got to just get them all in a row. I bet it's just quackers. Yes, it is.
Yeah. Oh.
Meeples. I haven't heard meeples in a while. Yeah, that's what they call the little people in board gaming world. Meeples. And this is awesome too. The bubble number 6. MLEM, MLEM, and it is basically space kitties.
Huh.
Space kitties. So everybody has their little group of space kitties, and they're worth like 2 times, a planet, 2 times a moon, or whatever it may be. It may have a parachute so you can land safely.
Okay.
So everybody boards, all the players put one kitty, and they all go into a spaceship, and they have to travel to deep space, and they can land on planets, moons, and stuff like that.
Oh, that sounds like fun.
And the goal is to get the best stuff. So you got to go longer to get the good stuff, and you have you put your space kitties on planets. Whoever has the most in that planet gets the top points of the planet. And there is a jerk kitty that we call it. So it's one that has the die. So you roll the dice and then you move accordingly to what you need on that spot. The jerk kitty, if you leave with the jerk kitty, you get to take one of the dice away.
Wow.
So they have less dice to do it. So you might be all happy. Yes, I'm only 1 spot away from the planet I need. And then the jerk kitty says, well, I'm leaving. And he takes the dice away, and then you're left with 1, and then you die. It blows up. And, So you just got to get all your kitties there. And it's a fun, easy game. Very easy. All right, number 5. The Isle of Cats. Basically, you have a pirate ship. And you have to get all your cats on this pirate ship. So you got to collect cats. You got to put them, and it's like Jenga and Tetris, and and it's like you got to make them fit. But you got to fill up the boat so that way you don't lose points for like the rats that are there. So there's rat spaces. You got to kind of cover those up to get rid of spaces. And you're just putting cats and treasure and stuff like that on your little pirate ship. And it's a really fun game. It's a fun game. I haven't won at it, but it's a fun game.
Sounds fun.
Then there's Wingspan number 4. Fantastic game. It's all about birds. You feed the birds. You give, and you put them in 3 different environments. There's water, there's forest, and there's plains. So, and you've got to lay eggs to get more birds, and it is an absolute fun game. There's so many birds. I mean, I don't even know why they put so many in the game, but there's like every bird you can imagine is in this game. Every bird. Every bird.
Sounds like it's for the birds.
It is for the birds. Yeah.
Bird
Danny
watching
says
that game.
Aliens, I can't get this thing up there. Aliens abduct ducks. Make it make sense, guys. What? It does make sense because it's called abduction, and it's DUCK.
Yeah, abduction. That's what I was thinking. Yeah, it's super awesome.
So Wingspan is a great bird game. If you like birds, it's a fun game. It's really good. Forest Shuffle. I've been obsessed with this game now. Obsessed. So it's basically you get trees and then you put animals around all four sides, and you're collecting the animals that are in, forests. So there's deer, there's foxes, there's bears, raccoons, all kinds of stuff, right? So it's got all the animals that are in forests, and it has butterflies, and it has mice and stuff like that. And
cool.
So basically you just got to score points because they're all worth different points, and you got to fill up your trees and stuff like that. It's a really good game. Easy concept, tough to master. But anybody can play it, and it takes a while to master like all the combinations of cards and stuff like that. And then there's Cascadia, which is pictured over here. Oh. So it is in the area where you are, Luannah. Cascadia, all that northwest, right?
Oh, cool.
So it is. So you get animals in that area, like the bears and fox and hawks and stuff like that. And you got to try to make your environment according to those patterns that you have to make. So fox has a certain pattern you have to do. So you got to put the fox and then do the patterns. And same thing with salmon and the bears and stuff like that. So they all have patterns in the game that score you points. And, you just try to make those patterns while the other people are taking your environment that you want, or the bird that you want that's available. So it is a really good game. It's easy to play, hard to master, but these are all fun games.
Sounds like a good game to put in the suites of our retreat center for people to play.
Absolutely. Yeah. It is delightful. And then my number one is the second Forest Shuffle game that they came out with, Dartmoor. So there you have the trees and the animals like you did before, but now there's moors that you have to build as well. And so you're just playing a card and you're paying its cost, which is other cards, and you gotta get a nice healthy balance of how you want to do it, because you don't want to give the other person cards that they need. So so it is a more balanced Forest Shuffle than the other one, because the other one, if you get all the deer, you're probably winning. So those are my top 5 games. Look, do yourself some justice. Look up your local board game groups, and they're everywhere. Trust me, they're everywhere.
Yeah.
And go attend and learn some of these games. It's not that hard. You'll learn as you play, and I'm telling you, you'd be surprised on how easy most of them are. Be surprised.
Super fun.
That's that. I knew nobody would know the game, so I had to explain each little one. So, but it's a good time. I run some events, and it is a great time, So, and all different kinds of people go. So it's not just all the nerds. It's everybody. There's so many different games. There's horror games. There's everything you can imagine. There's something for everybody. I'm telling you, everyone.
Awesome.
That's awesome.
So there you go.
Awesome. Thanks, Ron.
Board gaming. I was going to do that last night, but the spaghetti western, had other plans. Spaghetti western.
Yeah, that sounds like a story right there.
Good.
Oh, you don't even know. I threw my mouse out the door, smashed in pieces. I even threw my phone. I was so angry. That didn't break though. It hit a pillow.
Oh, that's good. That's
hit
good.
a pillow.
Yeah.
So somebody was looking out.
Yeah.
So
Awesome.
yeah. That's it. Now you can do your next topic.
I love it.
I'm out.
I love it. Thanks, Ron. Yeah,
No problem.
super exciting. Wow. So the chaos of growth. This is I've been feeling this. And I know, I think for most people we understand the chaos that we go through and all the struggles of growth. And, in our life and our business and relationships and all of those things. But I think what we don't talk about as much is as things get better, that creates a whole other different level of chaos. And it feels different than all of the failures. All the failures and the struggles and the learning and everything else, those feel awful in a different way than when you start moving forward and improving and gaining success in some ways. Like if you're used to the chaos of I don't have any money, and then you suddenly have, or you start getting more and more money and you're more okay, that creates a different level, a different kind of chaos than what we normally are used to, which is and this is what what so much of it is the normal in our life. So we're used to whatever the normal is. If we've been in abusive, toxic relationships, we're used to that normal.
Yes.
So
and
then
it's hard to break free from it because it's familiar, right?
Yep. It's familiar and it's normal, and it doesn't mean that it's healthy. But as we move into healthier relationships, making more money, better jobs, like all of those things, it creates a different kind of chaos, and that is way it's super uncomfortable, and it's a way different kind of uncomfortable.
Because familiar, we're like at ground zero. We have to figure a way to maintain that, right? And meet the things that could pull us back into the old. And it's a whole you're right that people don't talk about that.
It's and I think in sports, I think it's talked about maybe a little bit more because people will choke and they'll self-sabotage. I played tennis for years when I was growing up, and it was one of the regular things for me. I would play really well until I started getting ahead, and then I couldn't win.
Because,
I can
relate to that.
Because I all of a sudden I couldn't play well.
Because you didn't know how to be in that level.
I didn't know how. I didn't know how to actually win. And so I think that this is it's a really important thing for so many people to recognize, and it's going to feel different. It's going to feel completely new and completely like chaos. I think this is we can look at like lottery winners and all of that, and they say, oh my gosh, if you win the lottery, then then most of those people lose all of the money. And which is, and I know this one's hard and nobody wants to hear this, but the reason we are all not millionaires or billionaires or whatever it is that we would like is because we don't know how to do that. And we don't know how to feel that way. It's not because we don't want that. It's because we don't know how that feels to
don't know how to maintain it.
I mean,
the process of growing to that.
Yeah. Like healthy relationships, it's not that we want to be in toxic or unhealthy relationships. It's that we don't know what to do or how to feel in being in healthy relationships.
Yeah.
And
And that's why it's so hard for people to leave toxic relationships.
Yeah. Well, and they end up leaving healthier relationships.
Yes.
Also, because something feels wrong. It feels wrong here. There's no chaos. There's no drama. What's wrong? Why is everything calm?
Yeah.
And that creates a whole different kind of dysfunctional feeling. And it's it's all part of the growth. But I think that so many times we think that there's something wrong when that happens.
Instead of seeing it's actually a sign that something's right.
Yeah.
Like, but that's right, that there's unfamiliar and discomfort with what's good for us. Versus the other. Yeah.
And so it's learning the skills and everything else that we need to be in the business and the job and the relationships, all of those things, but then also learning how that feels, and I think that is one of the and it's one of the hardest things, especially if we've been in unhealthy relationships, in not the best jobs and all of those things. We have no example, no way to understand how it feels. So it wasn't that I was bored, it was just no toxic drama. It feels boring, and then we think that there's a problem, because, and for so many people, it's what we've experienced, if we've been in toxic relationships, for sure, is when there's calm, it's the calm before the storm. There's something gonna go down. I don't know what's gonna happen. I don't know when it's gonna happen. I don't know what it's gonna look like, but there is going to be something that happens. So it's incredibly dysregulating for us to be in healthy relationships where there isn't drama. Is just peaceful and it's calm, and there is no storm that's coming. But it's hard for us to settle into that and not have this perpetual feeling like there's impending doom.
We're primed everywhere to be afraid of impending doom. Right. I remember one of a teacher I spent time with from Malaysia. He says newspapers won't sell if they only share good news.
Well, it's one of the oldest lines,
It shows a regular life. It's like, that doesn't sell, and it's like, but that's what everybody wants. But
if it
doesn't sell.
If it bleeds, it leads. One of the oldest lines, I think. And as people become more dysregulated, they've had to amp it up and increase it more and more. And that's what I've noticed for myself. I know a lot of people really, and there might be some angry people now when I say this, but what I notice is that I can tell how well regulated or dysregulated you are by what you watch and what you listen to.
Totally.
And so if you really love all of the horror shows and all of that, all of that kind of drama, or you love listening to the murder mysteries and a lot of all of those things, I can tell that probably you're incredibly dysregulated.
Yes.
And the more, the more regulated, the healthier I've become, the more I'm like, I mean, not that I want exactly, but I'm like, I kind of want sunshines and rainbows, that I get to watch all the time. And anything that's too chaotic, I don't, and I still like the action adventure types of things, but I don't always like them.
Like the action adventure, if there's like a deeper story that your intellect has to engage, or my intellect has to engage, I like those. But we're just nonsensical. I'm more of a Touched by an Angel kind of girl.
And a lot of those shows now, they don't survive well, they don't, because there's not enough fast-paced drama, and I think a lot of it is to keep us dysregulated enough to not face what our normal daily life looks like in a lot of cases,
and to not meet our power.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Whether there's conspiracy behind this or not, there's
Well, we just look at the systems; they're not supporting regulation. That's enough, right? The systems don't support regulation.
The systems are what the systems do.
Yeah.
And so if you pay attention not to what they say they are, it's just like toxic relationships.
Yeah.
You don't pay attention to what they say, you pay attention to what they do.
Yes.
So yeah, I think it's something to bring into your awareness, is that as things get better, it's going to feel completely different. And I think it's one of the most important things, for probably one of the biggest things that I do, and I'm guessing it's the same for you, Luannah, is when people come in and coach with me, they get to have the feeling, because of the connection and the conversation, they get to feel what safety feels like, and what support and love and caring and compassion, what that really feels like. And then they get to start to learn how to feel that in other areas of their life. If we don't have those examples in our life from anywhere, then it's really hard. I mean, you can watch all the videos, you can listen to all the different things, but it's very hard for you to really internalize what it feels like in connection with someone else.
Totally. And it's only lived experience that we can actually integrate. We can look at things as a theory and know all the knowledge, but until we have the experience of something, we can never really become it. And so that's why coaching is really a good thing, to be in that environment. And then also in the coaching space or the mentoring space, people get a taste of what it feels like. And once you get that taste, and a taste to realize, wait a minute, I have a say, I have power. I have power of choice. And my biology will follow it if I repeat that choice enough, right? And once you get a taste of that, then there's just no going back. You can't unknow what you know, right? And that's what I like, that magic of that.
Yeah, it ruins your life in the best possible.
I like that's a good line.
It is. I mean, you cannot. I mean, like with the coffee. I'm a coffee snob, and I won't go back. They're like, the gas station stuff and any of that. No, I would rather not drink any coffee than to drink some of that other stuff. And I think that's learning how to be with ourselves. And I would rather be with myself than be with anyone that's not good for me.
Oh, absolutely. And I'm sure you had to learn that, like I had to learn that first through being with the ones that weren't good for us, and then slowly learning, it's like, whoa, wait a minute.
And we continually level up, and every time we do that, it's the same. I mean, it's different, but it's the same new level of discomfort. And then, but it also opens your eyes to, wait a minute, so if it's this good, then how much better does it get? Can it get? And we open up to that possibility. But once again, then when we level up and we have that new experience of something that much better, then it's incredibly dysregulating again. Because it's not what we're used to. It's not our normal.
Somebody said, I think I must be a drama drunkie. Actually, it's true, because we get addicted to our biochemistry of being in distress. We get addicted to the cortisol and the adrenaline. And so what happens often is if we have that addiction and then suddenly things are going good, then we will fabricate and create something to get our fix. And that's a big piece to understand in the growth. Your growth is chaos.
Yeah.
Because it's like that. That's like that same thing. Why did I go there? I know better. But that's a big piece. It's the biochemistry. And so we have to reprogram our biochemistry by our new thoughts, our new moves, our new alignments of energy, so that we start getting addicted to the good hormones like the oxytocin, right? And the healthy healing hormones. And then that's a good addiction, because then, but it's like that transition point that you're talking about. That's where the biggest mess is, actually.
Yeah. Well, and that's, we all know better. Like for the most part, we all know better, but we don't feel better.
Yes.
We don't know how that feels.
Because information doesn't bring transformation.
Yeah.
Only lived experience. And like with triggers, the only time I can change is in the trigger itself, in the storm. When I have to reach and grab that information that I know when everything's good, I got to bring it into that moment. And even if it's sloppy, messy, and incomplete, but just bring enough of it in. And then that's how our inner triggers start to change. Right? And not all at once. Again, it's layers. So I love how all of our topics have really blended well with each other today. That's fun. That's really, and and truth repeats everywhere. Right? So it's very cool.
And it is you, Ron, and it is me, and it is everyone else. It's all of us. We're all in this, and we're just at different layers. And doomed is the one thing that we are not. Not any one of us. Not
as long as we can think and reason and reflect. No, then there's always possibility.
Yep. We get to continue moving forward. So. So it's super awesome, Danny. I saw you played tennis, and I haven't played tennis in years. I kind of miss it. I don't know if my knees would like it now, because I don't have ACLs. I'm pretty sure in either one of my knees. I blew them out snowboarding years ago. And I can still snowboard and ski and do all of those things, but the last time I tried to skateboard, my knees were very angry with me. And I think it's that sideways, the lateral movement, and not having the stabilization of my ACLs.
So, that makes total sense.
Anyway, but so where can everyone find you, Luannah?
You can find me, my Linktree link is right there, Linktree. Luannah Victoria, and there you'll get everything that I do. My CDs are there, my books are there, my Substack link is there, all my social media is there, and my new book will be there. I just launched my new book. This is my first print book. It's called Come Alive, and the digital version I'm giving away free forever, just as a way to give back.
So that's super awesome.
Yeah, so I think Ron just posted the link to be able to download it. Yeah.
Oh, I love it. Yeah, I love it.
So that's my giving back, and there will be a hardcover, because it's a really there's like pictures. It's a really beautiful book. And so it's a journey. This is what bees would look like if they were depressed. If they didn't want to do their buzzing around anymore. So anyways, it's a fun,
I love it.
Deep book, and it's meant to just meet us in our humanity and our possibilities.
That's super awesome.
Yeah.
So I have to recommend, for everyone out there, if you want something really good to listen to, you want a little meditation, a little, I take a lot of naps, maybe not a lot, but I try to, and I listen to the Chakra Radiance.
Oh, the Chakra Radiance album. Oh,
and
that's awesome.
Yes, and I love it. It is amazing.
Thank you.
Yes, thank you. Yeah. So go check it out. It's on. I know I use it on Spotify. I don't know if you have it on other platforms, but
it's on Spotify, Amazon, and iTunes. Yeah.
Okay.
So if you go to my Linktree link, you'll see the links that take you to the Spotify or the iTunes. Yeah.
So super, super awesome. Go check it out.
Thanks, Kyle.
Yeah, you're welcome. Yeah, thank you for doing it. And you can find me, KyleMillerCoaching.com and Kyle Miller Coaching, all the social media and all of that. Yeah, come follow us. Come say hi. And come follow the show and all of that. And tomorrow we have Becky and JJ. And,
that's gonna be fun. They're a good team.
Yeah, so another good show and a great show today. Thank you to Hugo and Danny and everybody else that joined in today and or listening after the fact. So much love, appreciation for everybody being here, and thank
Eric
you,
and Chakra, as well. Thank you for being here. Yeah,
Eric and Chakra. And thank you, Luannah, for being here and doing the show, and hope everybody has a wonderful rest of your day.
And live your best game of life possible. The possibilities are there. They're infinite to change, to transform, and to live your best life. I wish that for everybody. Okay.
Thanks, everybody.